ticket here just says doesn't work. No other information. Excellent. Let's see, so serial number and then model. Okay, so you're a pretty newish model. And there's been no recalls, a couple of patches here and there. Overall, pretty normal. I don't know why you would just all of a sudden not work. So, well, I guess let's open this up and see what we've got going on. I am going to have you just follow a few simple instructions so that we can see maybe what's going on. Very first thing I would like you to do is if you could close your left eye. Close your right eye. Close both eyes. Right eye, both eyes. How about a couple of blinks? Blink, blink, blink. Well, that's already a little weird, alright? Well, if I could just have you. Could I have you look to your left? Your left? Left. Can you look to the right? The right? The right. Okay. Can you look down? 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 Up, up, up. Can you look this side? This side? How about down here? Okay, that came through. Let me just note that down. So that's strange. Can you look over here? Okay. Can you look up? Up. Up. Can you look to your left? No, let's just that one off. Let me see. Can we get a little bit here? So, can you tell me what side you hear the sound on? No. Okay. Let's try that again. What about here? Okay, so audio channels are reversed. Everything's a little topsy-turvy for you, but opposite day. Could I have you repeat the word that I say? Blue, white, yellow, brown, apricot, black, green, red, pink, purple, turquoise, chartreuse. Yeah, no, that's not it at all. I'm naming off fruits, not colors. So that's a little different too. Alright, one last test. Let's see. Maybe I'll grab this tool and this one. So I'm just going to have you tell me if you feel a soft or a sharp sensation. This is our soft. This is our sharp. I know it looks a little menacing, but I promise you it's very dull. Let me show you. Just like that. Alright? Tell me what sensation you feel. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's all backwards as well. Well, let's see if we can get a better idea here of what's going on. If you could just look right here. Just look at my nose. Pupils are not responding correctly. No, that's just like everything is reversed and some things just don't work at all, I guess. I guess the ticket was right, just doesn't work. But it looks like right here. So the panel has some pock marks on it. Has anyone been messing with this? Yes, that doesn't look right. There doesn't really seem to be anything else going on here. Just right here. I mean, your model's not nearly old enough to show signs of damage like this. Especially because, let's see, where did you come from? No, you aren't even really doing anything heavy duty, so let me try to do a little bit of tapping around here. So I'm just gonna hold you still. Okay. that at all. So let's get out some tools. And my extra screws. There. Need a few of those maybe. Put back the rest. I don't think I need little rubber rings or anything like that. So we've got Phillips, we've got flathead, we've got some teeny tiny little screws here, just in case we need them. Almost need some tweezers for those. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. That's actually kind of stripped out, which it shouldn't be. Okay. Right. Alright, those are the new screws, those are the old ones. About right in here. That'll do it. Okay. We're just gonna very gently lift this panel. And let me check. Yeah, that's pretty scraped up, and it shouldn't be from the inside unless I've had some foul play. Oh. Wow. That's a mess. What on earth? I don't even know. I mean, obviously you didn't do this yourself, did you? It would be kind of tricky. I mean, I get wanting a day off, but yeah. Well, looks like we need to do a little bit of rearranging. But first we need to clean things up because that's not right. So I'll have this tool. Be great for scraping some of that out. Let's see, that one. Be good for these smaller little areas. I can get the tweezer. And that'll be pretty helpful. And we're gonna need some good cleaning tools. So just grab that. one. Good. Yeah, that should be good to start. So all right, let's see what we've got. There we are. Gotta clean out all these little circuits. We have to be really careful about it. Just kind of scraping that a bit. Let's just do one to start. There we go. That's a little bit better. So I'm just kind of getting in here and scraping out these little bits. And we can brush that out. Yeah, that's gotta be deliberate. That's more than just dust and whatnot. That's going pretty well. Good. Yeah, let's just hold this. I kind of like to jump around so that I'm not just one spot or another. Let's see, let's come right here and just outlining the border and loosening everything. Okay. Let's see what we can get with this little guy. Yeah. I'm just gonna get real up close here. Go ahead and see if we can large debris flung away here. This almost has no density to it. It's just for removing these little bits here. And then we can get this little guy there. And just clean that up. Okay. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's gonna need some more work. Let's try just getting some of these bigger bits here. There we go. Use one side to scrape. Just get in here a little bit. Okay. It's a little tedious, but I want to make sure we get everything. And then we don't have to see back here, hopefully too soon. There's not too much of this. Just a few bits here and there. But enough that I want to just take my time with this. Do a little wipe down real quick, and then go in with the scraper here. Just kind of outline the little boxes. That way we can pick up those little minuscule bits of whatever this is. It's kind of sticky. Where's my, there we go. That way we're just being thorough. right in here. Good. I'll just do a little quick scrape all around. So let's go ahead and just get a nice deep clean in there. So we're just going to kind of swirl this around. Good. There we are. Right in here. Good. Let's clean that up a bit. And then I think we can start rearranging things. So let me just loosen a couple things here. And back here. Okay. And this is where the tweezers come in handy because we need to, need to get this and this one. We're going to put that there and put that one there. And just gently press that into place. That's just how it's going to go. We're going to take one side and I'll hold it. Other side goes in there. Take that other side and press. Just like that. And little by little we'll get everything back on track. So pull, hold, pull, press, take, press, and push it. Pull, hold, pull, press, take, press, push it. Good. Pull, hold, pull, press, take, there. And could I have you look over here? There we go. Look over here. Look up. Look down. Okay, so I've got a couple of beds here. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to that. Press that in. Okay. Let's see. Maybe just clean these up just a little bit more. Because as we pull those little bits and reverse them, we can get just a little bit of that grime that was underneath. There. Okay, so tweezers again, and one end hold. Just like that, not too hard at all. Okay, take that. Okay, hold. There we go. All right. Would you mind looking up for me? Down. And can you look left? Right. Okay, so that's all taken care of. Let's see. Can you close your left eye? Right eye? Both eyes. Okay, that's not quite right either. So I'll have to do a little bit more work on there. Okay. So let's switch to this one. And this one. And this one. Okay. Can you close one eye? The other? Both. Okay. Can you give me a few blink, blink, blinks? Blink, blink, blinks. Okay, so that works out nicely. And let's see if we can have you repeat what I say. Apple, pomegranate, orange, blueberry, kiwi, strawberry, pear, lemon, lime, kumquat, dragon fruit, fig. Okay, so I was actually naming off colors there, but I'm just kidding. I was back to the fruit, so you were able to interpret that just fine. So let's see if I can maybe get your left and right hearing back to normal. Tell me what side you hear the sound on. Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. All right, and how about this? Yeah. Okay, so that works. And last little test. Let's see. We've got the soft and sharp. So let me know what you feel here. Mm-hmm. Good. Mm-hmm. Good. Yep. Hmm. Good. Hmm. Yes. Very good. Okay. So why don't we get you cleaned up and put everything back to normal? So we're just gonna go with our one little duster here. Just get all our little circuits. There we are. Good. And this guy. There we are. Now, what begs the question here, as I put away my things, what begs the question is, how did you get to be in such a state? So that was a lot, and you certainly couldn't have done that yourself, right? Yeah, that would just be crazy. So we're just gonna put away our little bits here. Good. And tweezers. And let's get our little screws here. I need my other screwdriver here. We didn't need to use our extra screws except this one where it's stripped out a bit. So let's take the panel and just put that back in. And just hammer that in. Good. And pop in a screw. Good. Okay. Let's see, that's all in place. Just double check. Yeah, that looks great. So, can you look at my nose? Okay. Just keep looking at my nose. Right. Yeah, just keep looking at my nose. Good. Yep, pupils are moving correctly. Right. Good. Okay. Let's just give you a little final cleanup here. Oh. I got a little bit of debris here in your eyes, so we're just going to polish those up. Okay. Good. Good. Now as for her ticket. We had cleaned out the circuits as well as reversed the order. I can't believe that they were all backwards. That was just really strange. And cleaned you up and did a retest. That's all taken care of. I can go ahead and close this ticket, but I am gonna put a little flag on your file because whether someone else messed with all that business or, I want to make sure that doesn't happen again. You're a little too new for someone to pull that off and for it to be believable. So, just put that there, close the ticket, and that's the end of that. So, thank you so much for your patience, and I hope you are running much better. You look a whole lot better. I mean, I can't do much about the beat up panel here. Not unless it's like, actively compromised, budgetary reasons, But everything inside looks about brand new. So, I hope you have a whale of a day and a good rest of your night. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And a big thank you to my patrons on Patreon, without which I wouldn't be able to make these videos. If you'd like to help support the channel, I have a link to my Patreon in the description box below. I offer perks like ad-free and early access to videos, Patreon exclusive videos, and audio downloads of all my content.